Hi, sleepy cuties. Where are you watching from tonight? Maybe from your cozy bed tucked under a warm blanket, or perhaps from a soft couch with a pillow cradling your head. Maybe you're somewhere quiet where the day has finally let go of all its noise. Somewhere your mind can finally slow down. Whatever your spot is, imagine the lights dimming just a little, the world softening around you, and your breathing becoming calm and steady as you sink into the story. Tonight is not a story meant to scare. It's not about loud noises or shadows jumping out from corners. It's about something different. Something small and gentle. Something quiet that only waits to be noticed. Tonight, you'll meet ghosts that aren't here to frighten anyone. Ghosts that glow softly in the dark, drift lazily through the air, and hope for one thing: a friend. As the Candy Kingdom sleeps beneath the soft glow of the moon, tiny little lights begin to appear, floating gently above rooftops and down quiet streets paved with sugarstone. These aren't frightening lights. They don't move fast or make harsh noises. They drift like dandelion seeds, like floating sparks of warm, forgotten laughter. These are the spirits who have been left behind, not because anyone intended to forget them, but simply because life moves so quickly that sometimes little hearts get lost along the way. They aren't angry, they aren't upset. They are just small, glowing reminders of things that were once loved, of things that once mattered, and of feelings that hope to be remembered again. Tonight, if you listen closely, you might hear the faintest hum of one of these little beings, soft as a lullaby, carrying its quiet wish for companionship, its gentle wish to be seen. In one quiet alley near the edge of the kingdom, a tiny puff of glowing light drifts past a window where a jelly bean child dreams under a blanket of spun sugar. The ghost pauses for a moment as if listening, as if hoping to be noticed, but no one stirs. Still, the spirit does not waver. It floats higher, past rooftops dusted with moonlight, past chimneys that exhale tiny puffs of warm smoke, and it hums softly. Its glow is pale but steady, like the first twinkle of stars after sunset, and its little heart hums with the memory of what friendship once felt like. The warmth of sitting near someone else, the joy of laughing together over something silly, the soft comfort of knowing someone is there and you are not alone. That is all this little spirit asks for. Not food, not shelter, not adventure, just a friend. And perhaps that is the kind of bravery that matters the most. Tonight, we are not looking for heroes with swords or shields. We are looking for hearts who will simply notice, who will simply stay. Somewhere in the castle, far above the sleeping kingdom, two friends, heroes who know how to be kind in small, silly ways, will notice these drifting spirits. Not with shouts or battles, but with quiet gestures and warm smiles. One will wave, one will call softly, and together they will show these little ghosts that being seen is sometimes the most magical thing in the world. In this story, courage is not loud. Courage is listening. Courage is sitting quietly with someone who is scared or lonely and saying, "I see you. You are not alone." And as the night stretches long over rooftops and gardens, the kingdom becomes a place where even the smallest lost soul can feel safe. Far across the kingdom, another spirit floats near a candy fountain in the gardens. This one is even smaller than the first, its light flickering faintly like a candle struggling to stay lit in a breeze. It pauses to watch the water ripple in slow, gentle waves, remembering a time when it used to belong somewhere, when it used to laugh and feel included. Tonight, though, it has no one to notice it. It curls around itself and hums the softest tune it remembers. A tune that is almost forgotten, but still glows warm in its tiny hearts. The kingdom sleeps, yet this little spirit floats on, searching, hoping, waiting for the kindness of someone who will not be startled, someone who will not chase it away. The beauty of tonight's story is that these spirits are not angry or scary. They carry no vengeance. They simply carry memories. Memories of friendship, memories of warmth, memories of laughter and small comforts. And as they drift past windows, over rooftops, and into quiet alleys, they begin to notice each other too. There are more than one. Each glow is slightly different. Some pale, some brighter, some trembling like the wings of a tiny moth. Yet all share the same hope: to be seen, to be known, to be held in someone's gentle gaze. Even in their loneliness, they are tender. Even in their silence, they are soft. And they teach us, if we listen, that sometimes the most important magic is not in spells or battles or treasure, but in friendship and care, in the warmth we extend to hearts that feel lost. As the night stretches toward its deepest hour, one by one, these little spirits find their way toward the palace courtyard. The wind drifts slowly through candy trees, carrying the scent of sugar and vanilla, and the smallest forms of light begin to gather. They do not collide. They do not fight for space. They simply float, gentle, patient, hopeful. And just as a jelly bean guard shifts in his sleep, dreaming of adventures he will have tomorrow, one of the kingdom's heroes notices the first little glow. A soft smile spreads across his face. He kneels. He waves slowly. He whispers, "Hello? Come sit with me." And the spirit flares faintly with surprise, but does not run. It drifts closer. The hero hums a silly tune. The ghost hums back. Another follow. And then another. Each lonely glow finds a place near someone who understands that they are not here to frighten, only to be seen, only to be welcomed. So as you lie quietly, sleepy cuties, drifting in your own cozy spot, remember that this story tonight is about gentle spirits, small lights, tiny beings who carry only hope, and heroes who meet them with patience, kindness, and laughter. The Candy Kingdom is alive with quiet magic, the kind that heals hearts without words. The softest ghost, the tiniest light, can find a friend if someone is willing to notice. And as the kingdom breathes, as the lights float and hum, and as the heroes sit quietly smiling, you too can feel the warmth, the comfort, the gentle lullaby of knowing that even lost hearts can be held. Even lonely lights can glow. And even in the deepest night, friendship can find a way. Hi, sleepy cuties. Let your shoulders sink. Let your breathing slow. And let the quiet warmth of the Candy Kingdom wrap around you. This is only the beginning. The first gentle glow of a night filled with tiny spirits and the hearts who will meet them. Tonight you are safe. Tonight, you are part of this story. And tonight, just like the little lost spirits of the Candy Kingdom, you are seeing Candy Kingdom, where the little glowing spirits wander, and where the magic isn't about loud adventures or battles. It's about hearts, tiny, glowing, waiting hearts that simply want a friend. In the quiet streets of the kingdom, one of these spirits floats gently, barely more than a flicker of light in the shadows. It drifts past rooftops dusted with sugar dust and windows glowing with soft golden light. It pauses, hovering near the candy fountain at the center of the courtyard, its glow trembling like a tiny heartbeat. It remembers laughter, soft laughter from long ago, the kind of laughter that fills the air like sweet steam from a warm pie. It remembers the comfort of sitting near someone who cared, someone who didn't rush away or get bored. And for a moment it hesitates. Perhaps tonight. Perhaps tonight, someone will notice it. And indeed, someone does. From the window of the castle, a familiar laugh echoes softly into the night. One of the kingdom's young heroes peers down at the courtyard, noticing the tiny light flickering near the fountain. Not fear, not alarm, just curiosity and a smile. The hero steps outside, bare feet padding gently on the cobblestone streets, and kneels near the little glow. "Hello there," the hero whispers, voice soft as a lullaby. "Would you like to sit with me?" The ghost flares faintly at the sound of the kind voice, almost hesitant, but it does not flee. It drifts a little closer, hovering just above the hero's hand, its glow trembling like a candle in a soft breeze. And here, sleepy cuties, is the magic that begins tonight. The hero does not demand anything. There are no words about battles or bravery. There is only presence. The hero hums a silly little tune, something completely nonsensical, and the ghost hums back, softly, like it's trying to remember how to make a sound of its own. And slowly, the first tiny bond begins to form, a connection that does not need explanation, a warmth that does not need applause. Just the gentle recognition of, "I see you. You are not alone." And as this first ghost settles into a place near the hero, the courtyard seems to breathe a little deeper. The night itself leans in to listen. Other tiny lights begin to notice. Another ghost near the bakery, another hovering near the candy gardens. They've watched the first one approach the hero and have felt a tiny spark of hope. Slowly, carefully, they drift forward, drawn to the quiet kindness that moves through the night. Each of these little spirits carries its own memories, its own small ache. Some remember children laughing in frosting-filled kitchens. Some remember songs they used to hum softly to themselves. Some remember being tucked in for the night and never quite understanding why they had to leave. And yet tonight, each ghost feels something new, a sense of possibility, that maybe, just maybe, someone will stay with them. Someone will notice. Someone will care. As more spirits gather, the hero notices each one. There is no alarm, no chaos, only gentle curiosity and careful kindness. One ghost looks like a flickering bubble, almost translucent, drifting too close to the fountain's edge. The hero extends a hand and hums softly. The ghost flares with surprise, then settles. Another ghost, shaped like a tiny floating marshmallow, bumps gently against the first, its glow brightening slightly as it realizes it is not alone. Slowly, slowly, they begin to float together, a small constellation of gentle lights, each carrying a story, each carrying a wish to belong. And tonight, for the first time in a long while, they feel the warmth of being noticed, of being included, of being held, even if only for a moment. And there is laughter now. Not loud, not frightening, but soft, heartfelt, like the sound of a breeze through sugar-leafed trees. The ghosts murmur with tiny hums. The hero hums back, and the first little friendships begin to form. The courtyard glows a little brighter, not with magic spells, not with fireworks, but with simple, gentle connection. A reminder that sometimes the bravest act in all the kingdom is simply noticing a lonely heart and saying, "I see you, and you belong here." And as this first hour of gentle friendship passes, the spirits begin to drift more freely, no longer trembling with fear, no longer hiding in corners. Their tiny hearts feel lighter, their glow steadier. They have been seen, and that is all they ever wanted. Hi, sleepy cuties. As you settle deeper into your blankets, let your own heart feel this warmth. Imagine the little glowing spirits now, drifting gently near the heroes, finally safe, finally noticed, finally welcomed. Let the soft light brush against your closed eyelids, filling you with the quiet joy of knowing that kindness is the strongest magic there is, and that even the tiniest, loneliest creature can find a friend if someone simply chooses to stay. Tonight, in the Candy Kingdom, no spirit drifts alone. Every hum, every flicker, every soft glow is held in gentle company. And as the night stretches on, you too are held, in warmth, in safety, in the quiet glow of being seen. And now, as the hour deepens and your breathing slows, let your mind drift along with the tiny lights, drifting toward friendship, toward comfort, toward the sweetest rest. Know that even if you are far away in your own little spot, tonight you are not alone. And somewhere in the Candy Kingdom, the lost little spirits finally have friends to sit beside them. And in this gentle, quiet way, your own dreams can begin to glow softly, carrying the same warmth that the hero shared with the ghosts. A warmth that will follow you as you drift deeper into sleep, where kindness, friendship, and gentle lights fill every corner of your dream. Hi, sleepy cuties. You're still here with me, still cozy, still drifting in your blankets. And now, we follow our little friends a little further, deeper into the quiet corners of the Candy Kingdom, past the candy streets, past rooftops dusted with sugar, past the glowing library where some tiny spirits lingered last night. Tonight, they float toward the palace gardens, a place where even the moonlight seems to hum softly to itself, and where petals shimmer faintly as if they remember every kind word ever spoken. And as you breathe slowly, let your mind drift with them. Let the kingdom stretch and yawn beneath the starry sky. Let the soft glow of tiny hearts guide you along the winding candy paths. In the gardens, the air is sweeter, heavier with the scent of sugar blooms and faint vanilla breezes. Tiny moth-like lights drift lazily across the soft leaves, flickering gently as if playing a silent game. And here, one of the lost spirits pauses, a small glowing puff, slightly larger than before, its light flickering like a candle in a gentle wind. It has drifted far from the safety of the courtyard, seeking something it cannot name. A friend, a place to belong, a quiet presence that says, I notice you. The gardens stretch around it, tall candy flowers and vines curling softly toward the moon. And for the first time tonight, the spirit feels not fear, but anticipation. Maybe this is the place where someone will see it. Maybe this is the moment where it will finally not be alone. As the spirit moves forward, it notices another tiny glow near the fountain, a new friend perhaps, trembling faintly in the reflection of the water. The two flicker toward each other, curious, hesitant, yet drawn together by the soft hum of hope. They circle slowly, careful not to collide, and slowly and almost shyly, they touch glows, a gentle spark, like the first twinkle of a star in evening sky. And suddenly, the garden feels warmer, lighter, alive with tiny pulses of light. Each little spirit begins to glow stronger, not alone, not hidden. Each one carries its small story, its quiet longing, its wish for friendship. And as they gather together, their lights mingle like fireflies in a calm summer night, creating a constellation of gentle warmth and hope. And then, a familiar presence appears. One of the kingdom's young heroes walks softly along the candy path, careful not to disturb the delicate glow of the night. They kneel near the first little puff, hand outstretched, and hum a soft, silly tune. The tiny spirits respond, twinkling faintly, circling in delight, unsure at first, but slowly growing confident. Another hero joins, and another, each bringing calm laughter, quiet gestures, and gentle words that float through the gardens like warm wind. They do not chase, they do not shout, they do not demand, they simply sit, they simply notice, they simply welcome. And in that simple act, something magical begins. The lost spirits realize they are not invisible. They realize that sometimes friendship doesn't need speeches or bravery. Sometimes it simply needs someone to care enough to stay. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the scene with me. Soft, glowing lights hovering near candy fountains. Tiny spirits circling each other like they've known one another forever. Heroes kneeling with smiles as gentle as moonlight. Petals shimmering with each small motion, as if the flowers themselves are celebrating. The air hums softly, full of quiet laughter, memories of joy and the warmth of hearts connecting. In these gardens, loneliness slowly melts, hesitation fades, and each little lost spirit finds the comfort of company for the first time in a long while. Some of the spirits are silly. One flips upside down, laughing quietly in its own glowing way. Another bounces like a bubble on the fountain's edge, and the heroes hum along, letting the little creatures teach them about play, about curiosity, about how even something small and fragile can carry the greatest happiness. The lights grow brighter, not harsh, but soft, not loud, but alive. Each one carrying a story, each one now carrying a piece of shared joy. The garden becomes a place where everyone belongs. The lost, the lonely, the small, the shy. Everyone is safe. Everyone is seen. And the night continues to stretch. Stars twinkle above the candy trees. Leaves rustle gently as if whispering congratulations to the glowing spirits. The heroes sit quietly, letting the little ones come to them on their own terms. And in that gentle patience, the spirits begin to hum a soft, shared tune, a lullaby made of light and hope, a melody that drifts through the gardens and up to the castle rooftops, reaching windows where other tiny hearts are still waiting, teaching us, sleepy cuties, that kindness is the strongest magic, and that love does not need grand gestures. It only needs presence, attention, and a willingness to care. Hi, sleepy cuties. As you breathe slowly, let your eyelids grow heavier. Picture the little lights dancing gently in the gardens, their glows mixing, pulsing, expanding. The tiny spirits finally laughing softly with one another. The heroes humming silly tunes and sharing quiet smiles. And know that tonight, even the smallest, shyest heart can find a friend. And even the smallest lost soul can feel warmth. Drift along with them now. Drift into the soft, safe night. Let their gentle lights guide your dreams. Let their soft hums wrap around your heart. And as the garden glows brighter in peaceful friendship, your own heart becomes lighter, your own breathing slower, your own sleep deep and warm. And as the night stretches ever deeper, remember, these spirits are here not to frighten, not to chase, but to teach us that even in the darkest places, even when we feel small or unseen, friendship is possible, kindness is possible, hope is possible. And when someone simply notices, everything changes. The garden glows, the spirits hum, and the candy kingdom sleeps soundly, filled with gentle light and hearts that have finally been held. And now, sleepy cuties, let yourself be held too as you drift slowly, safely, warmly into sleep. Hi, sleepy cuties. You're still here with me. still tucked under blankets, still warm and cozy. And now we drift even deeper into the candy kingdom, past the gardens, past the soft glowing fountains, past the candy streets, where tiny spirits have found friendship. Tonight our little glowing friends wander into the castle's hidden corners, the places where even the bravest have rarely looked. These corners are not scary, not dark in a frightening way. They are quiet, soft, waiting, perfect for hearts that have been forgotten, for spirits that only want to be seen. So take a deep breath, feel your body sink into warmth, and let your mind follow them as they float slowly, gently, toward the castle's secret halls. As the spirits drift through long corridors lined with sugar marble walls, their glow softens, flickering gently as if to match the faint echoes of their own memories. Some of these spirits are shy, barely daring to move past the corners of the hall. Others are bolder now, encouraged by the friends they made in the courtyard and gardens. And as they float, the little ones notice something new. Soft shadows that move just slightly against the walls. Not frightening, not dangerous, but other lost souls. Glimmers that have been waiting for someone to notice them for longer than anyone can remember. Their light is faint, trembling, like a candle struggling to stay lit. And tonight, that candlelight will not flicker alone. Tonight, someone will see them. Someone will sit quietly and let them know they belong. And then, from the far end of the hall, the heroes appear once more. Quiet steps on candy floors. Soft humming that drifts through the corridors like warm sunlight. The spirits notice immediately. Hearts quickening slightly, glow flickering. Some almost hide, unsure, but the heroes kneel, whispering soft greetings that float through the air. They do not demand, they do not chase. They simply sit, they simply wait, they simply smile. And one by one, the shy glimmers drift forward, drawn by the gentle warmth of attention, drawn by the quiet promise that this time, they will not be alone. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the scene with me. The long halls of the castle stretching into soft darkness. Tiny lights flickering along walls and corners. Shadows that have been lonely for years suddenly glimmering with hope. The heroes kneeling patiently, humming silly little tunes, letting each spirit find its own pace. And as the lights gather, they begin to shimmer together, not just as individuals, but as a constellation of gentle warmth. Each flicker carrying a story, a memory, a wish for friendship. And now, for the first time in many nights, the little souls understand. They are seen. They are welcomed. And even the faintest, shyest glimmer begins to glow steadily, safely, warmly. Some of the spirits are playful. One drifts in circles like a tiny spinning top, its glow pulsing with delight. Another bounces softly against the walls, laughing quietly in a way that sounds like a bell chime. And the heroes hum along, letting the spirits teach them the joy of simple play, of curiosity, of connection without words. And as the little ghosts gather near the castle's hidden alcoves, a remarkable thing happens. Their combined glow begins to illuminate the long corridors. Walls shimmer softly with reflected light. The sugar marble floors gleam faintly as if smiling. And even the long-forgotten corners seem to breathe. The darkness is no longer lonely. It is gentle. It is warm. It is alive with hearts that finally feel held. Hi, sleepy cuties. As you breathe slowly, picture the little lights circling softly through the castle halls. Picture their hums blending into one gentle melody. Imagine the heroes sitting quietly, letting each spirit come forward in its own time, letting each find its place. The walls of the corridors glow with soft reflection, carrying warmth to every forgotten nook. And know that this is the true magic of tonight's story. Not spells, not adventure, not battles, but patience, kindness, attention, love that does not demand anything in return. That is the magic that makes a lonely ghost feel safe, that makes a faint flicker of light feel steady, that makes the Candy Kingdom a place where no heart drifts unseen. And as the night stretches deeper still, the tiny spirits find comfort not only in the hero's presence, but in each other. The shy glimmer nudges the trembling candlelight, and a connection sparks. The timid lights hum together. The faintest laugh escapes from a spirit that hasn't remembered joy in years. And the heroes simply watch, their own hearts warming at the simple beauty of being able to stay, to care, to listen. The corridors hum with a quiet energy, soft, steady, full of love. The little spirits begin to drift along together, glowing brighter, circling, floating, each one now part of something larger, a constellation of gentle friendship, of quiet comfort, of being known and welcomed. Hi, sleepy cuties. As you settle deeper into your blankets and feel your own body sink into warmth, let your mind drift with these little lights. Let your heart float among their glow. Let the gentle hum of their soft laughter and the hero's quiet melodies wrap around you. Tonight, the Candy Kingdom's hidden halls are full of tiny souls that have finally been seen, finally been held, finally found friends. And in this gentle, soft way, your own heart can learn the same lesson. That even the shyest, quietest, most forgotten parts of you can find warmth, can find care, can find light. And as you drift deeper, sleepier, slower, know that the kingdom sleeps too. And every little glowing heart is held safely, warmly, lovingly. And now, sleepy cuties, let yourself rest. Let your breathing slow. Let your eyelids grow heavy. Let your mind float alongside the tiny glowing spirits of the Candy Kingdom as they drift through the corridors, finally seen, finally friends, finally safe. Let their warmth fill you as you drift into your own soft, peaceful sleep. The night is calm, the hearts are full, and everything glows quietly, gently, warmly. Hi, sleepy cuties. You're still here, still tucked in, still warm, still watching softly from your little cozy spot. And now we drift deeper than ever before into the very heart of the Candy Kingdom, past the gardens, past the courtyard, past the hidden castle corridors. Tonight we approach the oldest part of the kingdom, a place almost no one visits. A place where even the smallest spirits feel hesitant to float. The air here is thick with memories, soft echoes of laughter, tiny sighs of longing, and faint traces of love that have been left behind over the years. It is quiet, sleepy cuties, but it is alive. And tonight, even the oldest, loneliest heart will feel something gentle, someone noticing, someone caring, someone staying. Deep beneath the castle floors, past sugar marble halls and quiet stairways, lies a cavern of light and warmth unlike any other. It hums softly, slowly, like a heartbeat that has waited centuries to be heard. And here, at the very center, floats the oldest spirit of the Candy Kingdom. Not a flickering puff like the others, not a timid glow, but a vast, gentle radiance. A light that has carried every joy, every sadness, every small memory from the kingdom's earliest days. It does not move quickly. It does not shimmer with playful excitement. It simply exists, a steady, timeless presence, waiting, lonely, hoping to be known again. The dream spirit glows softly near the entrance, watching the oldest heart pulse in quiet rhythm. and the tiny spirits from the courtyard and the gardens drift cautiously toward this great glow. They circle softly, unsure at first, their little hums mixing with the slow, deep hum of the ancient spirit. And the heroes follow behind, kneeling carefully, extending hands and soft smiles. There is no rush. There is no demand. Only quiet presence, patience, attention. And the oldest spirit, feeling this warmth for the first time in countless nights, begins to stir. Its glow shifts slightly, softening, shimmering in our welcome. A tiny flicker of hope emerges in the deep, endless light. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the scene with me. A vast, glowing heart at the center of a cavern, ancient and wise. Small, glowing spirits circling it, filling the space with soft hums and gentle warmth. The heroes kneeling, softly humming their silly tunes, letting the light and the tiny spirits find their own rhythm. And slowly, very slowly, the oldest heart reaches out with its light, touching the smallest glow, brushing against it as if remembering how to connect. And the little spirits respond, a tiny pulse of joy, a gentle flicker, and then another, and another. The cavern hums softly with the sound of connection, with the feeling of being seen, being known, being loved. And then something extraordinary happens. The smallest spirits gather closer to the ancient heart, circling it, nudging it softly. And the heart, which has carried centuries of loneliness and memories, begins to glow brighter, steadier, not with magic or force, but with the warmth of attention, the presence of care, the comfort of friendship. Its ancient light pulses in gentle rhythm with the tiny hearts around it. The cavern itself seems to breathe. Walls shimmer softly. Sugar marble veins glow faintly. Even the echoes feel calmer, happier, lighter. The Candy Kingdom's oldest, most forgotten light is finally being held. Hi, sleepy cuties. As you breathe slowly and let your eyelids grow heavier, imagine the ancient heart now, no longer alone, surrounded by little glowing friends, attended by kind heroes who sit quietly, letting it be, letting it feel. The tiniest lights drift around it, sharing their warmth, their hums, their gentle joy. And in return, the oldest spirit radiates a new kind of light, one of relief, one of comfort, one of peace. The centuries of waiting, the long stretches of silence, the small ache of being unseen, all of it softens, melts, and turns into something warm, something that can finally be shared, something that can finally glow in company. The heroes hum softly together now, their voices mixing with the tiny lights and the great heart. The cavern becomes a gentle symphony of warmth and peace. The little spirits hum and dance slowly, bumping softly into each other. Some drift through the great heart's glow, feeling it wrap around them like a blanket. And the oldest spirit pulses in return, sending out waves of calm light that reach every corner of the cavern, every shadow, every nook, every space that has ever been empty. Everything is filled with gentle, steady warmth. Everything is safe. Everything is loved. Hi, sleepy cuties. Let your own heart feel this warmth. Let your breath slow. Let your body sink into softness. Imagine the oldest spirit of the Candy Kingdom, finally surrounded, finally noticed, finally held by friends both small and brave. Imagine the little glimmers circling, humming, playing softly, teaching the oldest heart that even after centuries of waiting, love can still be found. And as you drift deeper into sleep, let their gentle light wrap around you. Let their warmth fill your chest. Let their soft hum carry you. Tonight, even the loneliest hearts are held. Even the quietest lights are seen. and the Candy Kingdom sleeps safely, fully, peacefully. And now, sleepy cuties. Feel your shoulders relax, your breathing steady, your eyes heavier. Drift alongside the tiny glowing spirits, the heroes, and the ancient heart. Let the gentle rhythm of their light guide you. Let their warmth fill you. And let sleep carry you as deeply, safely, and gently as the Candy Kingdom holds its lost spirits tonight. The corridors of the castle, once quiet and empty, now shimmer faintly with the glow of every tiny spirit. The gardens hum gently, leaves brushing softly in the morning breeze that has not yet arrived. The courtyards, fountains, and candy streets all carry the soft pulse of warmth. And in this peaceful kingdom, the heroes begin to hum even more softly, letting their voices blend with the gentle lights, letting every heart, every spirit, every glowing little soul feel seen, safe, and loved. The smallest spirits drift lazily, circling each other, glowing brighter but never harshly, their hums rising and falling like the softest lullaby. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the scene with me. The Candy Kingdom stretching quietly under a sky that is just beginning to hint at dawn. The tiniest lights floating like stars in the calm, still night. The heroes kneeling or sitting softly, humming silly little tunes that somehow feel like hugs. The ancient heart pulsing slowly, contentedly, surrounded by new friends, and every shadow, every corner, every forgotten nook glowing gently with warmth. This is a place where nothing frightening exists. Only safety, only friendship, only the soft magic of being known. As the night slowly turns toward morning, the first faint colors of dawn peek over candy rooftops. Soft plum, honeyed rose, gentle gold, and the glowing spirits drift with the light, some settling quietly near the fountains, some hovering above petals in the gardens, some circling the ancient heart one last time before it rests. The heroes rise slowly, smiling softly, stretching their arms, letting the spirits know that everything is safe, that their light is welcome, and that they do not need to drift alone anymore. Hi, sleepy cuties. Let your own mind float with them. Imagine the little lights glowing brighter in the soft dawn, the hum of their tiny hearts filling the streets, the gardens, the castle halls. Imagine the ancient heart glowing softly, peacefully, content in the company of friends. The Candy Kingdom itself seems to breathe, gentle and steady, as if smiling quietly. And you, tucked in wherever you are, feel the same warmth, the same comfort, the same safety. Every little flicker of light, every hum, every soft pulse of joy reaches your heart too. The spirits begin to settle, softly, one by one. The smallest hover near the fountain, the bolder ones curl near the castle steps, and the heroes whisper gentle goodnights as they float toward the courtyard. The ancient heart glows one last, long, deep pulse before slowing into a calm rhythm. The kingdom is quiet, not lonely, not empty, but full of soft light, full of gentle laughter, full of friendship that has lasted through the night and will carry into dreams. Hi, sleepy cuties. Take a deep, slow breath. Feel your shoulders relax, your eyelids grow heavier, your body sinking deeper into warmth. The Candy Kingdom sleeps, the tiny spirits sleep, the heroes rest, and you too. Drift alongside them into your own soft, peaceful slumber. Imagine the soft glow of each little spirit wrapping around you like a blanket. Imagine the hum of their hearts, singing a lullaby just for you. Imagine the warm pulse of the ancient heart reminding you that no one is ever truly alone when someone notices. And now, sleepy cuties, Let yourself drift deeper, slower, calmer. The glow of friendship, the warmth of kindness, the quiet magic of being seen. Let it fill you. Let it carry you. And as the candy kingdom sleeps under its first morning light, let your own heart rest, your own breath soften, your own dreams begin. Tonight the lost have found friends, and you are safe. You are held. You are seen. Good night, sleepy cuties, in the candy kingdom. Night does not arrive loudly. It tiptoes in, soft as powdered sugar, quiet as a kitten's yawn. The sky slowly turns the color of blueberry jam and dark chocolate, then finally, deep velvet sprinkled with stars that glow like tiny marshmallows. The castles are quiet now. The jelly bean guards have finished their evening routines. Their little candy helmets rest beside their beds. Their gumdrop boots are neatly lined up. Their eyes grow heavy, drooping like melting icing. One little sleepy cutie, a jelly bean guard no bigger than a teacup, curls beneath a blanket made of cotton candy clouds. He yawns, and with one tiny sugary stretch he whispers, "Good night, Candy Kingdom." And the Candy Kingdom whispers back. Far above the kingdom, the moon hangs low and round like a spoonful of milk ready to spill dreams across the land. Its light gently touches every rooftop, every window, every quiet street made of frosting and soft stone candy. And somewhere in the peaceful shadows, the softest kind of magic begins to stir. Not scary magic, not noisy magic, but the kind of magic that only wakes when the world is asleep. Beneath a pastel bridge made of peppermint stone, a tiny glow flickers to life. It pulses once, then again, and slowly, a sleepy little spirit floats upward. It looks like a bubble made of moonlight. It has tiny glowing cheeks like candle flames. Its eyes are half closed, dreamy and gentle. It yawns too. Ghosts get tired, especially the sweet ones. This one stretches its gentle glow like a kitten stretches paws, then lazily drifts through the air. It floats past quiet windows, past dreaming candy creatures, past rooftops dusted with starlight, and softly hums, not with a voice, but with its glow, a soft hum that feels like a lullaby your heart remembers. This sleepy little spirit has a job, a very important job. It is the keeper of kind dreams, and tonight, it must make sure the Candy Kingdom sleeps peacefully. Down below, a pink door creaks open quietly. Inside one of the warmest castle rooms, Princess Bubblegum is still awake. Not busy, not worried. Just thinking softly, the way you do when you are almost asleep but not quite ready. She sits by a window, wrapped in a blanket that smells faintly of vanilla sugar. A sleepy candle flickers beside her, and she whispers, "I feel it tonight." The soft magic is walking again. Just then, a tiny glow floats in through the window. The spirit gently lands beside her. No sound, no fright, just warmth. Princess Bubblegum smiles softly. "Hello, little one," she whispers. The spirit blinks its glowing eyes and curls into her open palm, small as a heart. It hums, and in its soft light, little pictures begin to shimmer. Dreams. Tiny glowing dreams. A jelly bean learning how to whistle. A cookie family hugging. A candy dragon curled in a marshmallow nest. Peaceful things. Hopeful things. Sleepy things. Princess Bubblegum carefully stands and walks to the window. She opens it just enough to let the nighttime air kiss the room. "So many quiet hearts tonight," she whispers. "Can you guide them all?" The little spirit's glow pulses gently. Yes, yes it can. Princess Bubblegum opens her hand and the spirit floats out once more into the dark velvet sky. Outside, the Candy Kingdom listens, and the haunted part begins. But not the scary kind, the soft kind, the kind that drifts rather than rattles, the kind that glows rather than grows. In an empty pie shop on Main Frosting Street, something stirs. A teacup gently slides across the counter, not by hand, but by memory. The shop once belonged to an old candy man who baked dreams into crusts and laughter into pies. And now, when the moon is full, his spirit returns, not to haunt, but to remember. The glowing little spirit floats inside. It sees the old baker's shape lingering near the oven. Not sad, not angry, just warm. The baker hums the tune he used to hum when rolling dough, and for a moment, the empty shop smells like cherries and care. The spirit glows brighter. The baker smiles and slowly fades, satisfied, at peace. And on the palace steps, one jelly bean guard stirs in his sleep. He dreams he is walking through golden fields made of cake. He dreams he is brave. He dreams he is glowing. The little spirit drifts near him temporarily, and the dream grows warmer, kinder, across the kingdom, in hidden corners, in quiet halls, in forgotten rooms. Soft spirits awaken, not to frighten, but to finish unfinished love. A balloon ghost floats past to shine light into dark halls. A glowing marshmallow wisp drifts through a lonely window. A gentle shape hums beside a candy child's dream. The Candy Kingdom is haunted tonight, but with comfort, with memory, with tears that only make the heart gentler, with whispers that say, you are safe, you are loved, you can sleep now, far away, near the candy forest. A warm wind flows through frosting leaves. The sleepy spirit drifts onward. It does not know yet that something deeper is waking, something older, something sweeter, hidden in the heart of the kingdom, waiting for tomorrow night. And as the moon climbs higher and dreams grow thicker in the air, the Candy Kingdom sighs all at once. Soon, the gentle haunting will grow. Soon, the spirits will speak. Soon, old stories will rise like steam from warm cocoa. But for now, everything rests. Everything glows softly. Everything sleeps. The Candy Kingdom sleeps. Its streets of frosting rest quietly beneath the milky glow of the moon. Windows glow softly like sleepy fireflies, and dreams drift through the air like floating petals made of sugar and light. But there is one place, one gentle place, that does not sleep yet. At the far end of the kingdom stands the Candy Library, tall and round like a wedding cake made of marble icing and glowing sugar glass windows. Its doors are closed, but they still breathe, ever so softly, as if the building itself is dreaming. Inside, the air is thicker, hushed, like the inside of a thought. Bookshelves curve upward like waves frozen in time. Some books glow faintly. Others sleep silently in their covers. A single lantern floats near the ceiling. It does not swing. It simply hovers, as if remembering how. And then, something stirs. Not loudly, not suddenly, but slowly, like a sigh woven into light. Between two tall shelves, a faint shape begins to glow, soft, small, Barely there. A whisper of a ghost. It wears no chains, no rattle, no shadow. Only a pale shine like moonlight mixed with dust. And eyes, gentle eyes, eyes that have watched too many years pass by. This ghost does not wail. It does not float through walls. It simply walks, slowly, to shelf by shelf, dragging its fingers along the spines of books that have not been opened in a very long time. Some titles sparkle slightly when touched. Others stay dark. The ghost pauses at one small book near the floor. It kneels and presses its glowing palm to the cover. A picture flickers in the air. A tiny candy child, wrapped in a blanket, holding that very book. A parent figure sits beside the bed, reading softly, and the room glows with safety. The picture fades. The ghost lowers its head. "I remember," it whispers, though no sound comes out, only feeling. The ghost reaches for another book, touches it. Another memory appears. A circle of candy children on soft floor pillows, laughing, listening, eyes wide with wonder. The ghost clutches its glowing chest gently, as if the feeling is both beautiful and too heavy. Why doesn't anyone come anymore? Its heart whispers, though the words never leave its spirit. Then, a glow floats in through the ceiling. Soft, warm, familiar. The little dream spirit from part 1 enters the library. Its gentle light brushes across shelves, across pages, across heartbreak. It stops when it sees the ghost, sees its loneliness, not as something broken, but as something waiting. The dream spirit floats closer, not speaking, not fixing, just being. The ghost looks up, surprised. It hasn't seen another spirit in so long. The dream spirit pulses once, twice. Its glow hums softly, like a song that feels like coming home. The ghost lifts a trembling hand, touches the dream spirit's light, and suddenly, the books begin to glow, not all at once. One, then another, then 3 more. Tiny constellations spark across the shelves, like stars finding their places. The ghost gasps. No sound, only wonder. The lights grow brighter, and every shelf begins to shimmer with memory. Not loud, not frantic, but warm. So warm. The dream spirit glides through the air, trailing light across titles. And wherever it goes, stories wake, not to be read, but to be remembered. The ghost watches in awe as entire shelves sparkle alive. Books that haven't been touched in years now breathe again, not with words, but with heart. The ghost's shape grows softer, rounder, brighter, less lonely. You are not useless, the light seems to say. Without words, you are keeping them safe. The ghost stares at the glowing shelves, finally understanding that just because no one reads tonight does not mean no one ever will. The dream spirit floats close again, wraps the ghost in warmth without arms, holds it without holding. The ghost smiles, and this time it stays smiling. Around them, the library hums, just like the Candy Kingdom, just like the castle, just like the stars. The dream spirit slowly drifts toward the exit, but pauses, looks back. The ghost is not standing alone anymore. The shelves glow. The stories whisper softly, not loudly, but lovingly. The ghost gently straightens one glowing book, then another, then floats upward to rest near the ceiling lantern. At peace, watching, guarding. Outside, the moon sighs quietly. The Candy Kingdom dreams deeper, but far, far beneath the castle. Something ancient turns gently in its sleep. Not dark, not dangerous, but old like sugar buried under earth, waiting to stir, waiting to sing. And the dream spirit drifts onward, light as breath, toward the gardens, toward time, toward another soft sorrow waiting to be healed. The dream spirit floats beyond the library, over paths paved in soft caramel stone, toward a place where even moonlight grows. The candy gardens lie behind the castle, wide and glowing, breathing quietly. Petals made of jelly shimmer faintly with starlight. Vines of crystallized sugar curl along arches. Little glowing moths drift lazily from flower to flower like floating candles. Every plant here grows emotions instead of seeds. Laughter blooms as bright daisies. Sighs hang from vines like sleeping lanterns. Hope smells like warm vanilla in the air. The dream spirit slows. It has entered a place where time does something strange. Here, nothing is ever quite lost, and nothing is ever quite new. Near the center fountain, something is different. The water does not sparkle. It flows softly, but backward. Just beside it sits a tiny figure, curled, quiet, green as mint leaves and pale as moon cream. A garden spirit, small hands folded in its lap, eyes like dew, a face worn with seasons rather than years. This is not a ghost. This spirit still belongs to the world, but not quite to now. The dream spirit floats closer. The grass hushes as if listening. The fountain's backward flow glows faintly. The garden spirit slowly lifts its eyes. They shimmer with pictures, not of yesterday, but of tomorrow. The dream spirit senses it. This spirit does not remember the past. It remembers what has not happened yet. What is wrong, the dream spirit hums, not with sound, but with warmth. The garden spirit's glow trembles. Pictures spill gently into the air. A flower wilting before it blooms. A tree losing leaves in a storm not yet come. A bench growing empty. A single candy child walking the garden alone one evening. The spirit closes its eyes. It is tired. Not from what has been, but from what will be. The dream spirit drifts closer. Wraps the spirit in light like a quilt. You don't have to carry everything, the glow seems to say. But I see it all, the garden spirit whispers with its heart. All the goodbyes before they happen. The dream spirit presses gently against the spirit's chest, and a new image appears. The same child. Later, smiling again. A new flower growing from old soil. A broken bench repaired. Moonlight kissing tears into laughter. The garden spirit opens its eyes slowly. Oh, its heart murmurs. The future is not only falling, it is also becoming. The fountain changes. The water still flows backward, but now it glows softly, like a ribbon of starlight. The dream spirit floats upward. Light spills across the garden. Petals shimmer into brighter colors. Leaves stop trembling. The garden spirit stands, a little taller, a little lighter. Around it, tiny seed lights awaken beneath the soil. Future flowers hum. Unfinished joy stretches in its sleep. The garden spirit breathes out. For the first time in a very long while, it does not look ahead. Instead, It looks up. The dream sky shimmers. Stars blink slowly like drowsy eyes. I don't have to watch everything alone, the spirit realizes. And for the first time, the gardens breathe with ease. Somewhere in the trees, a wind made of sugar leaves whispers goodbye to worry. Somewhere beneath the roots, new laughter begins its long journey upward. The dream spirit gently turns. It must continue. Others are still waiting. As it floats away, the garden spirit settles near the glowing fountain. Not to watch, not to worry, but to simply exist. Behind it, vines curl peacefully. Light buds close for sleep. Even time loosens its grip just a little. The candy kingdom dreams deeper, wider, warmer. But beneath the castle, something ancient shifts again. Not dangerous, and not dark, but patient. Like a bedtime story that has waited too long to be read. The dream spirit feels it. A soft pull, a hum coming from below, from deep inside the candy stone. And though it does not look afraid, it does slow, just a little. Not all sadness lives in rooms. Not all hearts float. Some are buried, waiting. The dream spirit glows brighter and drifts toward the castle's oldest place. The place with no windows, no doors, no dreams yet. Below the candy castle. Far beneath the candy stone halls, past staircases nobody remembers using, past doors without handles, lies a room the kingdom itself was almost forgotten. The dream spirit floats downward, through shimmering floors, through layers of quiet, through the heart of the castle. The air grows cooler, not cold, just ancient, like the inside of a memory. Then it reaches the place where time lives, the clock room. The ceiling is so high it disappears into floating darkness. The floor is smooth like poured moonlight, and everywhere, clocks. Big clocks, small clocks, leaning clocks, floating clocks, clocks with hands, clocks with faces, clocks that tick, clocks that glow, clocks that do nothing at all. They are not loud. They are tired. Each ticking sound is soft and slow, like a heartbeat learning how to rest. At the center of the room, a great clock stands taller than all the rest. Its face is cracked, but glowing warmly from inside. Beneath it sits a figure, curled up quietly. It looks like a spirit, but heavier, like it wears years on its back instead of light. The dream spirit approaches, slowly, respectfully. The time spirit does not look up. It is listening too carefully to all the clocks at once. They hum their stories at it. Every second, every almost, every too late, every too soon. The time spirit's shoulders are heavy, not with fear, but with moments. I remember everything. Its heart whispers, though no voice escapes. The dream spirit glows a little brighter. The clocks flicker softly. The time spirit finally lifts its head. Its eyes are not sad, not angry, just full, too full. I keep every moment, it thinks. The ones that healed, and the ones that hurt. Images shimmer into the air around them. A candy child watching snowfall for the first time. A broken friendship that never quite mended. A door closing too softly to hear. A hug that lasted 1 second too short. The room becomes thick with history. Not painful, just heavy. The time spirit presses its hand against its chest, as if time itself lives there now. I cannot forget. it whispers inside, even when I want to sleep. Ah, the dream spirit floats closer. Its glow warms the air gently. It does not take the moments away. It does not erase them. Instead, it softens them, like warm hands over cold fingers, like a blanket placed over a long memory. The clocks begin to change. Their ticking slows, not stopping, just breathing. Some clocks drift closer to the floor. Others float upward. A few sigh and dim their light. The great clock at the center softly tick-tock, then pauses, just for a moment. The time spirit looks up, confused, hopeful. No one ever lets me rest, its heart whispers. The dream spirit's glow pulses warmly. Then something new appears. Not the past, not the future. But now, a simple image floats between them. The Candy Kingdom, as it sleeps tonight. Jelly bean guards dreaming. The library glowing softly. The garden fountain shining backward with light. Stars blinking slowly. The time spirit gasps, not from fear, from relief. The dream spirit does not show it then. It shows it now. You are allowed to rest too, the glow seems to say. The time spirit closes its eyes, slowly, carefully. And in that moment, the clocks make a different sound, not ticking, breathing. The room fills with the sound of sleep. The time spirit curls gently against the base of the great clock. And for the first time, it does not listen. It dreams. The dream spirit floats upward, leaving a faint trail of gold. Above, the clocks hum quieter. The castle settles. Below, the deep ancient heart of time finally sighs. But before the dream spirit leaves, something moves. Not time, not memory. Something deeper. Beyond clocks, beyond walls, beyond stone. It hums, a low, sweet. The dream spirit pauses, feels the vibration. Not danger, not sadness. Something old is waking, not wrong, just lonely. The dream spirit turns, floating toward a final place under the castle. Toward a room without clocks, without doors, without history. A place even time avoids. A place where something has waited too long to be remembered. Below the clock room, beneath forgotten floors, deeper than echoes, deeper than memories, lies the oldest place in the Candy Kingdom. No walls, no ceiling, no clocks, only one warmth. The dream spirit floats downward, through candy stone that glows faintly, through layers of sugar earth and crystal caramel, into a softly pulsing light. And then it enters the heart room. It is not a room at all. It is a great glowing hollow, made of pink and gold stone, veined with rivers of slow-moving light. At the center, suspended in the air like a floating star, beats something enormous and gentle, the candy heart. Not a machine, not a spell, a feeling. Every glow in the Candy Kingdom began here. Every sweetness, every laugh, every dream. The dream spirit drifts closer. Its light dims slightly, not from fear, but from respect. Some things are older than stories. The heart pulses once. A sound fills the space. Not a beat, not a voice, a memory. A memory of a kingdom not yet made. Images appear around the dream spirit. Empty land, quiet air, nothing sweet, nothing soft. Then, a tiny spark. The first laugh, the first shared treat. And the first, you can stay. From that, the candy kingdom grew. The dream spirit floats nearer, feels something strange, loneliness. The heart is warm, bright, yet alone. No footsteps, no voices, no touch. The heart keeps beating, but nothing ever hugs it back. It powers joy, but never receives any. The dream spirit drifts closer still, until its light presses into the heart's glow. The heart flickers, just a little, not breaking, realizing. No one has ever come here, just to be. The dream spirit gently wraps itself around the heart's glow, like a small light hugging a star, and the heart responds. It does not pulse alone anymore. It listens, it feels, and something old stirs. Not anger, not sorrow. Relief or a voice rises. Not sound, feeling. I have been here since the first sweetness. The heart remembers. I gave everything, and no one ever asked if I was okay. The dream spirit's glow softens, deepens. It presses closer, like a heartbeat finding its echo. The heart begins to shimmer differently, not brighter, but softer, more human. The walls glow warmer. Rivers of light slow peacefully. The heart breathes. For the first time, it is not just beating. It is being held. The dream spirit understands. The kingdom was never haunted. It was homesick for its own heart. The heart glows fuller, richer, not because it is needed, but because it is loved. Up above, across the kingdom, something changes. The sleep feels deeper, dreams feel warmer. Loneliness leans away. The garden spirit rests without vision. The time spirit dreams without listening. The library ghost watches without sorrow. And here, in the deepest place, the great heart finally exhales. The dream spirit lingers, just long enough for the heart to remember. It does not serve alone. It is not forgotten. It is held, slowly. The dream spirit drifts upward again, leaving the heart glowing peacefully, like a lamp no one ever knew was tired. Above, the candy kingdom hums like a satisfied child in sleep. But something is different now. The heart has awakened, not to give, but to receive. And in doing so, it has saved the kingdom not with magic, but with being known. The dream spirit rises, through glowing stone, through sugar earth, through the quiet heart of the castle, back toward the sleeping world. The candy heart beats softly behind it now, not alone, not aching, not unheard. It beats steadily, like a lullaby holding the kingdom together. The dream spirit floats upward past the clock room, and the clocks do not tick. They breathe. One clock near the ceiling sighs. Another drifts gently into rest. The time spirit is curled peacefully beneath the great clock, dreaming a dream with no seconds in it. The dream spirit passes through the garden once more. The backward fountain now flows normally, softly, peacefully. Morning dew shimmers on glowing leaves. The garden spirit sleeps beneath a vine of warm petals, not dreaming tomorrow, not mourning yesterday, just resting. The dream spirit glides by the library. Inside, books glow faintly as if remembering something kind. The lonely library ghost floats near the ceiling lantern, gently straightening shelves, with no sadness in its glow now, only purpose. The dream spirit reaches the palace halls. Jellybean guards dream in piles of sugar-soft blankets. One guard hugs his helmet like a teddy bear. Another murmurs about cake and stars. Princess Bubblegum stirs gently in her sleep. The faintest smile touches her face. Not from thought, but from feeling. Outside, the sky begins to change. From black velvet, to plum, to honeyed rose, to soft gold. Morning is coming the way bedtime did, quietly. The dream spirit floats above the highest tower, looking down at the candy kingdom, resting like a child who finally feels safe. The kingdom hums, not with magic, but with calm. The dream spirit's glow softens, fades gently, not gone, just becoming part of everything. The haunted night is ending, and nothing frightening ever happened. Only healing, only memory, only love finding its way home. The sun peeks over frosting rooftops. Soft light spills like melted butter over candy streets. Windows glow warmly. Ovens will heat. Laughter will wake. The candy kingdom inhales. And then it wakes, not knowing anything magical happened. Only knowing it slept well. And you, who drifted through its haunted halls, now drift into your own rest. Your heart is light. Your breath is slow. Your dreams are safe. If ghosts visit tonight, they will be gentle. If memories arrive, they will be kind. If sleep falls, it will fall like sugar, like glow, like home. Tonight, the magic is not about scary ghosts or loud adventures. It is about objects that remember love, swords that once protected hearts, hats that once carried laughter, rooms that once held warm memories. Each enchanted object drifts through the kingdom quietly, not to frighten, but to soothe, to comfort, and to share a story of kindness and care. Tonight, sleepy cuties, we will see that even inanimate things can carry warmth, and even forgotten objects can hold gentle memories. In a quiet corner of the castle, a sword rests against a sugar marble wall. It is not sharp in a frightening way. It does not clatter or gleam menacingly. Instead, it hums softly with the echoes of the people it has protected. Each gentle pulse of light tells a story. The first time a hero held it to save a friend. The laughter that followed afterward. The quiet sigh of relief at the end of a long day. The sword remembers each hug, each small smile, each moment of care. It carries all of these feelings like treasures in its heart. And tonight, when no one is near, the sword hums quietly, sharing its memories with the empty castle, filling the air with warmth instead of fear. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the sword glowing softly, faintly, like a candle in a gentle breeze. It remembers the hands that held it, the kindness it has witnessed, the small victories that didn't need to be sung about. Its light drifts across the floor, touching walls, the edges of tables, even a sleeping chair, and the castle seems to lean in, listening. You can almost hear the tiny heartbeat of memory vibrating in the air, a soft hum of all the love the sword has ever known. And somewhere nearby, a hat sits on a hook, slightly crooked, waiting for its moment. The hat remembers too. It remembers being tipped to say hello, remembered being worn during a silly dance, remembered warm heads resting beneath it as someone slept. It carries those moments like a soft, gentle breeze, drifting through the castle halls, brushing softly against sleeping corners. And then the sword shimmers faintly as if sensing the hat's glow. Together they remember a long-forgotten picnic, The laughter of heroes rolling over sugar-dusted grass, the soft sighs of a friend being comforted, the gentle warmth of shared joy. The castle does not echo with clanging or shouting. It echoes with soft, tender memory. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the floor beneath you glowing faintly with this remembered warmth. Your shoulders relaxing, your eyelids heavier. Each enchanted object drifts softly, humming its story, telling you that even things you thought were lifeless can carry kindness, can carry love, can carry comfort. And in another room, a quiet table remembers tea parties shared. Tiny chairs rocking slightly as if nudged by invisible laughter. And a window remembers sunlight falling softly across the floor, warming sleepy heads and tired paws alike. Even the walls themselves hum faintly with memory, faint as a whisper, carrying all the love that has passed through them. Hi, sleepy cuties. As you breathe slowly, imagine your own hands brushing the soft glow of these objects. The sword, the hat, the chairs, the walls. Each one sending warmth into your heart, wrapping around you like a gentle blanket, letting you know that love never disappears. It only drifts softly, waiting to be remembered. And now, in the corner, a small music box begins to hum quietly. It remembers a song sung softly long ago, a lullaby shared between friends. The enchanted sword and hat vibrate faintly in recognition. The walls shimmer slightly. The room itself seems to sigh in contentment. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the soft glow and gentle hum wrapping around you. Let your breathing slow. Let your body sink deeper. Let your mind drift along with the stories of these enchanted objects that remember every moment of love, every act of kindness, every heartbeat that was shared. Tonight, you can rest knowing that even forgotten things carry warmth, even quiet corners remember joy, and every gentle memory is waiting to comfort you. As the night stretches on, sleepy cuties, the sword leans slightly, the hat tilts softly, the music box hums a lullaby, and the walls glow faintly with all the warmth they have collected. And somewhere in the kingdom, a little candle flickers, joining the soft glow, a reminder that love lives in the smallest, quietest places. And just as the enchanted objects rest with their memories, you too can rest. Your heart full, your breathing slow, your mind drifting through the candy kingdom, filled with soft light and remembered love. Tonight, sleep gently, wrapped in warmth, and know that kindness and care float everywhere, even in the objects that have been left behind. Hi, sleepy cuties. Let yourself drift with the sword, the hat, the music box, and every glowing memory of the kingdom. Let them hum softly in your ears. Let them wrap you in calm. And let the gentle glow of remembered love carry you deeper into sleep. Tonight, every enchanted object remembers, every corner hums softly, and you are safe, warm, and held. Hi, sleepy cuties. You're still here, still tucked in, still warm and cozy. And now, we follow more enchanted objects as they drift quietly through the candy kingdom, carrying memories that glow softly in the night. The sword hums faintly, the hat tilts gently, and now a teapot on a high shelf begins to glow with remembered warmth. It remembers cups of tea poured carefully, laughter shared across a sugar marble table, little hands reaching out to lift it, tiny giggles of joy, quiet sighs of comfort. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the soft glow of this teapot brushing across the walls, across the floors, across your own soft blankets. Let it hum gently in your mind. Let it remind you that even small, quiet things can carry love. and that love can reach you anywhere. In the corners of the kitchen, a wooden spoon begins to vibrate faintly with its own gentle hum. It remembers stirring sweet cakes for sleepy friends, careful hands shaping dough, the laughter of children as sugar dust floated through the air. The teapot and spoon hummed together softly, weaving a melody of remembered kindness. Even the plates stacked neatly in the cupboard remember soft collisions, clinks that once meant friendship, warmth, shared meals. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine these tiny sounds drifting softly into your ears, soft as a lullaby, each one carrying a heartbeat, a memory, a story of care. They float through the kitchen, past the candy counters, past the glowing jars, and fill the castle with comfort. And now, in the library, a gentle chair creaks faintly as if moved by an invisible hand. It remembers stories read aloud, pages turned softly, sleepy heads resting against its back, warm hands tracing letters in books, whispers of laughter at silly illustrations. The music box hums from the corner, and together with the chair, teapot, and spoon, the enchanted objects fill the air with soft harmony. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the faint glow of each object, the chair leaning slightly, the teapot steaming softly, the spoon hovering in memory. Let the light drift across your face, your shoulders, your blankets. Let the soft melody of their memories wrap around you like a gentle hug. Hi, sleepy cuties. As the night deepens, even the walls seem to shimmer faintly, recalling the warmth of countless moments. The candy shelves remember small hands reaching for treats. The windows remember sunlight pouring through during laughter-filled days. The mirrors remember smiles reflected back. And together, every enchanted object carries its story. Not of fear, not of ghosts, but of love remembered, of warmth shared, of quiet joy. Each hum, each glow, each flicker of light is like a heartbeat reaching out, reaching for someone to notice, someone to share it with, someone like you. The sword leans softly against the wall, the hat tilts slightly, the teapot steams, the chair creaks, and the music box hums the sweetest lullaby. Hi, sleepy cuties. Picture the objects glowing together, a soft constellation of gentle warmth in the quiet night. The kingdom itself seems to breathe, as if sighing with relief and contentment, and the tiny objects, once forgotten, now hum softly in unison, letting the memories of love drift into the corners of your mind, wrapping you in calm, soft, sleepy warmth. As the enchanted objects settle, the softest hums fill the castle halls. A gentle glow spreads from the kitchen to the library, past the candy counters into the corridors, touching every forgotten nook. The memories are not loud, not overwhelming, just small, quiet pulses of love. Hi, sleepy cuties. Let them brush your cheeks. Let them wrap around your heart. Let your breathing slow with each hum, each flicker, each remembered act of care. The enchanted objects remind you tonight that love never disappears. It only drifts softly, waiting for someone to notice, waiting to comfort, to calm, to hold you gently. Hi, sleepy cuties. Feel yourself sinking deeper. Let your eyelids grow heavy. Imagine the objects glowing faintly in every room. The sword, the hat, the teapot, the chair, the music box. Each one carrying moments of laughter, kindness, and warmth. All of it wrapping around you like a blanket. Soft, gentle, peaceful. And as you drift deeper into sleep, the memories hum softly in your mind, letting you know that even things that seem quiet or forgotten carry love, and that tonight, the Candy Kingdom is alive with gentle magic. and your heart is held safely in it. Hi, sleepy cuties. You're still here, still tucked in, still warm and cozy. And now, we drift further into the quiet corners of the Candy Kingdom, following more enchanted objects that carry memories of love. Tonight, the kingdom is soft and calm, and the objects are awake in their own quiet way, not with noise, not with fear, but with gentle glows, faint hums, and tender whispers of everything they remember. A mirror in the hallway shimmers softly, reflecting not just the walls, but the warmth of years past. It remembers friends laughing as they ran past, tiny hands brushing its frame, the soft glow of candlelight dancing across its surface. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the mirror leaning slightly, glowing faintly as it hums its memory into the night. And as you breathe slowly, feel its gentle light brush your face like a soft, comforting breeze. In the corner of the dining hall, a teacup glows faintly on its saucer. It remembers being filled with warm tea, hands holding it carefully, whispers shared across sugar marble tables, the soft giggles of friends enjoying sweet treats. The saucer hums in response, vibrating softly, carrying the gentle rhythm of shared kindness. And nearby, a small plate glimmers too, remembering the first bite of a frosted cookie, the joy of a friend being fed carefully, the quiet smiles that followed. Hi, sleepy cuties. Picture these objects glowing together, a tiny constellation of remembered warmth. Their hums rise softly, floating through the castle halls, wrapping around walls, chairs, and even your blankets, sending gentle pulses of comfort into your heart. And now the library glows faintly with remembered pages. Each book on the shelves hums quietly, recalling stories read aloud, sleepy heads resting against pillows, fingers tracing letters, giggles escaping quietly at illustrations. The old wooden chair creaks softly as if shifting closer to the nearest glowing book, leaning in to hear the memories, its own past warmth of comfort echoing in the library walls. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the faint hum of every book, every chair, every soft, glowing object joining together. A melody made entirely of love remembered. A lullaby that drifts slowly through the halls, across candy counters, into the quiet corners of the castle, and into your heart. Hi, sleepy cuties. In the castle's great hall, a forgotten banner flutters faintly in a gentle breeze. It remembers festivals long past, laughter spilling through the hall, friends cheering softly, tiny ribbons brushing cheeks. It leans toward a glowing chandelier that remembers the first flicker of warm light at morning, the shadows of friends dancing across the walls, the feeling of being part of a happy, safe world. And together, all the enchanted objects, from the sword, the hat, the teapot, the books, the chair, and the banner, hum softly, filling every room, every hall, every corner with calm, with kindness, with love remembered and shared. And as the night deepens, the objects begin to lean toward each other, glowing faintly brighter in their gentle company. The sword leans toward the hat. The teapot tilts toward the plate. The books rest against the chair. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine all of this light drifting slowly through the castle, carrying warmth like a soft blanket. Imagine the music box in the corner humming along with them. Each pulse, each flicker, each tiny hum reaching into every quiet space, letting every corner, every shadow, every heart know that love is here, that love never disappears, that it can always be remembered. And tonight, even you are wrapped in that calm glow. Hi, sleepy cuties. As you're breathing slows, let yourself drift with the enchanted objects. Let the hum of the sword, the tilt of the hat, the gentle glow of the teacup, the creak of the chair, the shimmer of the books, and the flutter of the banner fill your mind, each one carrying memories of kindness, laughter, friendship, comfort. Imagine their stories wrapping softly around you, letting you sink deeper into your blankets, your pillows, your safe, cozy spot. Tonight, every object in the Candy Kingdom is alive with gentle memory, and you are part of that calm, that warmth, that love. And now, sleepy cuties, let yourself rest completely. Let your shoulders relax. Let your eyelids grow heavy. Drift alongside the glowing objects as they hum, flicker, and glow softly through the quiet castle. Feel the warmth of remembered love settle in your chest. Let the gentle melody of memories carry you deeper into sleep. The kingdom is calm, the objects are peaceful, and you are safe, warm, and held. Hi, sleepy cuties. You're still here, still warm, still cozy, still tucked into your safe little spot. And now we drift even deeper into the Candy Kingdom, following enchanted objects that carry memories of love, past the dining halls, past the library, past the Great Hall. Tonight, we visit quieter corners where objects wait patiently to be noticed, to share their gentle stories. Hi, sleepy cuties. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel your body sink softly into your blankets. Let your mind float gently along with the glowing memories of the kingdom. In a small, quiet bedroom, a little wooden bed glows faintly with remembered warmth. It remembers tiny heroes resting after long days, blankets tucked around shoulders, soft sighs of sleep, the gentle brush of hair from a caring hand. Nearby, a rocking chair creaks gently, humming softly as it remembers evenings spent holding friends close, sharing quiet stories and watching the moonlight drift through windows. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the soft glow of the bed and chair wrapping around you. Imagine the hum of their memories brushing against your heart, letting you feel calm, safe, and loved. On a nearby dresser, a mirror tilts slightly, glowing with its own memories. It remembers small smiles, whispered secrets, the quiet joy of seeing someone cared for reflected back. A tiny music box on the dresser hums in response, its soft tune blending with the chair and bed. The air hums gently with remembered kindness. The light drifts softly across the floor, touching each object, each corner, each wall. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine this gentle glow brushing across your cheeks, wrapping around your shoulders, flowing down into your toes, letting every part of you sink deeper into calm. And then, in the corner of the room, a little toy chest pulses softly. It remembers laughter, the soft squeak of toys pressed into small hands, the quiet comfort of friends sharing secrets and treasures. The chest hums, the mirror glows, the music box plays its lullaby. The bed sighs, the chair rocks, and the room itself seems to breathe, humming softly, carrying all these memories together. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the glow rising, spreading across the room, brushing the walls, the ceiling, even the air itself. And know that every small act of kindness, every gentle memory, every soft touch is carried safely here. And tonight, it can drift into your heart too. Hi, sleepy cuties. In the hallway outside, a lantern swings faintly, its soft glow remembering journeys through the kingdom, walks taken to comfort friends, paths traveled under the moonlight, moments of quiet courage and care. It hums along with a doorknob that remembers hands held in greeting, doors open to share joy, entrances to rooms where laughter once lingered. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine these objects glowing softly together, humming gentle stories of friendship and care. Imagine the warmth of their memory spreading through the castle, through the corridors, through every quiet corner. And now imagine it reaching you. As the night stretches deeper, the enchanted objects begin to lean toward each other. The bed, the chair, the toy chest, the mirror, the lantern, and the doorknob all glow softly in harmony. Their memories mingle, creating a soft, steady pulse of warmth. Hi, sleepy cuties. Let your mind drift alongside them. Feel the gentle hum wrap around your chest. Let your eyelids grow heavier. Let your breathing slow. Each flicker, each glow, each remembered moment of love and kindness carries you further into calm, letting the candy kingdom wrap you safely in its gentle, glowing memory. And now, sleepy cuties, the room is quiet, the hallway is calm, the music box hums, the lantern glows, the toy chest sighs, the bed and chair rest peacefully. All the enchanted objects carry their memories softly, tenderly, and you are held in that calm. You are safe, you are warm, you are loved. Let yourself drift completely, gently, slowly. The kingdom sleeps, the objects hum their lullaby, and your heart floats peacefully in their gentle glow. Hi, sleepy cuties. Drift with the bed, the chair, the music box, the toy chest, the lantern, the mirror. Let every pulse of remembered love settle into you. Let the candy kingdom's gentle magic wrap you in warmth. And as the first hints of morning stretch softly in your dreams, let sleep carry you deeply, safely, peacefully. In a quiet kitchen, a teapot lifts its tiny lid just slightly, letting out a soft puff of steam. It remembers tea poured slowly for a tired friend, little giggles at a spilled drop, the warmth of a hand brushing its surface. A spoon leans gently against it, recalling stirring cakes and tiny helpers laughing softly as sugar drifted like snow. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the teapot's warm glow brushing across your cheeks, the spoon's gentle hum filling your ears. Let their memories wrap around you like a blanket. Every act of love, no matter how small, still exists here, still reaches you. And now, in the castle's attic, forgotten objects awaken gently in the soft glow of memory. An old trunk hums faintly, remembering costumes worn for playful adventures, small hands brushing its surface as laughter bounced around the room, quiet stories whispered into the shadows. A hat drifts slightly in the air above it, remembering tipping bows to friends, soft pats on the head, gentle smiles shared long ago. Hi, sleepy cuties. Picture the trunk and the hat glowing together, pulsing gently with remembered kindness. Feel the warmth of their stories brushing across your shoulders, your arms, your blankets, letting your body sink deeper into comfort. In the hallway outside, a lantern swings softly in the quiet, remembering late-night walks, moonlight spilling across cobblestones, footsteps echoing softly, hearts light and calm. A small mirror nearby reflects the lantern's glow, remembering faces smiling back, moments of reassurance, quiet affirmations whispered long ago. And together, they hum softly, a lullaby carried through the castle walls, across the candy streets, into every quiet corner. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine this melody of memory flowing through your heart, soft, gentle, safe, wrapping you in peace. As the night deepens, all the enchanted objects begin to glow brighter together. The sword hums faintly in the corner, remembering courage paired with kindness. The teapot steams gently, the music box twinkles, the lamp tilts softly, The slippers wiggle just a little, the trunk sighs, the hat floats lightly, the lantern sways. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the warmth of all these memories combining into a single pulse, a heartbeat of love, of care, of remembered joy. Let it fill the room, let it fill the castle, let it fill you. Your shoulders relax, your eyelids grow heavy, your breathing slows. And now, sleepy cuties. In the quietest room, the oldest object glows faintly, the great enchanted mirror reflecting not just the walls, but all the warmth and love of every object in the kingdom. It remembers centuries of care, laughter, comfort, soft songs hummed at bedtime, stories told slowly, tiny hands brushing it lovingly. It glows brighter as the sword, the teapot, the music box, the lamp, the slippers, the trunk, the hat, and the lantern hum their memories in gentle chorus. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine this glow wrapping around you like a soft, warm blanket. Each pulse a heartbeat, each flicker a whisper, each hum a lullaby just for you. The kingdom itself seems to breathe. Sugar marble walls shimmer faintly, windows glow softly in reflection. Candy counters hum with quiet warmth. Every corner carries memory. Every object carries love. And you drift alongside them, feeling safe, warm, held. Every small flicker of light brushing your skin, every soft hum reaching your ears. Hi, sleepy cuties. Let yourself sink deeper into the blankets, deeper into your pillow, deeper into the gentle calm that flows through the Candy Kingdom tonight. And as the night stretches toward morning, the music box plays one final soft tune. The lantern swings ever so slightly, the slippers wiggle gently as if saying goodnight. The sword leans softly, the hat floats gently down, the trunk sighs with contentment. All the enchanted objects glow one last time, pulsing in gentle rhythm, sending warmth to every forgotten corner, to every quiet shadow, to every heart in the kingdom. And you, hi, sleepy cuties, you are part of this calm, part of this warmth, part of this love remembered and shared. Hi, sleepy cuties, take a deep, slow breath. Your eyelids heavier, your shoulders soft, your heart full. Let the hum of the sword, the teapot, the music box, the lamp, the slippers, the trunk, the hat, the lantern, and the great mirror carry you deeper into sleep. Drift slowly, gently, peacefully. The Candy Kingdom sleeps, the enchanted objects rest, their memories glowing softly. And you are safe, you are warm, you are held. Good night, sleepy cuties. Where are you watching from tonight? Under your blankets, tucked in your favorite pillow, or maybe lying on a soft rug with a little nightlight glowing nearby. Wherever you are, take a slow, deep breath. Feel your body settle, and let your mind drift gently into the Candy Kingdom under a sky full of stars. Tonight, we're going to say our goodbyes, but in the gentlest, most peaceful way. Not with sadness, not with hurry, but with warmth, comfort, and the quiet feeling of being safe. Look up, sleepy cuties. The sky above is soft and endless, sprinkled with twinkling stars. Some shimmer faintly pink, some golden, some soft silver, and the moon hangs low, glowing gently, casting a soft light over the candy streets, the gardens, and the castle rooftops. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the heroes standing quietly beneath the moon, waving softly to friends, their shadows stretching across the sugar marble floors. Each figure moves slowly, gently, as if even their steps are part of a lullaby. And the tiny spirits and glowing objects from all the adventures drift nearby, circling in the soft moonlight, humming quietly, carrying their memories of love and kindness. In the courtyard, a little puff of glowing light floats toward a flower, brushing softly against its petals. It remembers laughter and warm hugs, quiet moments of care, and it pauses almost shyly to say goodbye. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the puff spinning gently, its glow flickering like a candle in the evening breeze. It hums a soft note, a little melody of farewell. And the flowers seem to sway in response, petals brushing each other as if waving, whispering their own goodnight to the tiny light. Across the courtyard, other glowing spirits follow suit, their gentle goodbyes floating into the calm night. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the heroes kneeling softly, waving their hands to the spirits, the music box, the enchanted sword, and even the little slippers that wiggle softly. Each wave is slow, soft, unhurried. Every nod, every smile, every blink of the eyes is a quiet way of saying, good night, sleep safely, you are held. The moonlight drifts across their faces, painting everything in soft silver and pale gold. Hi, sleepy cuties. Let the light wash over your own shoulders, your arms, your blankets, letting you feel that same calm, that same quiet safety. And now, in the gardens, tiny spirits circle the last glowing petals, humming soft lullabies to each other. The lanterns swing faintly, casting long shadows that stretch lazily across the candy paths. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the soft hums blending with the whispers of the wind, each sound like a little hug, a little farewell, a little promise that you are safe, that everything is okay, that you are loved. The heroes begin to step back slowly, bowing gently to the lights, their own soft smiles carrying their warm goodbyes. Hi, sleepy cuties. The sky above shimmers with stars, each one flickering softly as if nodding along. Even the clouds drift lazily, glowing faintly silver, carrying the quiet magic of the night. The spirits hum, the objects glow, the heroes whisper their goodnights, and the candy kingdom itself seems to sigh, not from sadness, but from peace, from comfort, from the gentle knowing that everything is safe and held. And now, sleepy cuties, let your own breathing slow. Let your eyelids grow heavy. Let the warmth of all these soft goodbyes wrap around you. And as the night deepens, the moon rises higher, spilling its gentle light over every corner. The spirits float to their favorite spots. The glowing objects settle into quiet hums. The heroes vanish softly into shadows, and the candy kingdom sleeps under a sky that sparkles and sways with calm. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine yourself lying beneath the same sky, watching the stars blink gently, feeling the same safety, the same quiet warmth. Let your body sink deeper. Let your mind drift slower, and feel the peace of these dreamy goodbyes carry you closer to sleep. Hi, sleepy cuties. As you breathe slowly, picture the final little lights drifting across the candy streets. The music box humming softly, one last note. The sword leaning quietly in the corner. The hat floating gently down onto a chair. The lantern swinging faintly in the wind. Hi, sleepy cuties. Let their glow wrap around your chest, your arms, your blankets. Feel the gentle pulse of the night, the slow rhythm of farewell, the quiet comfort of being seen, held, and safe. And now, sleepy cuties, let your own heart drift along with the candy kingdom tonight. Let the moonlight bathe you in calm. Let the stars whisper gentle goodbyes. Let the soft hum of the spirits, the objects, and the heroes carry you slowly, gently, peacefully, into the warmest, safest sleep. The kingdom sleeps, the stars shine, And you, hi, sleepy cuties. You are safe, you are warm, you are loved. Good night, sleepy cuties. The moon hangs low, spilling silver light over rooftops, candy streets, and soft, quiet gardens. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the moonlight brushing gently over your cheeks, over your hands, over your blankets, letting you feel calm, safe, and held. In the gardens, little glowing spirits drift lazily among the candy flowers. They hum soft, gentle songs of farewell, tiny echoes of memories shared with friends and heroes. Each note rises, floats, and settles like a warm breeze, brushing over petals, leaves, and soft grass. A lantern swings gently nearby, its glow flickering faintly in response. It remembers late-night walks, quiet conversations under moonlight, moments of care that were never rushed. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the lantern's glow wrapping around your shoulders, your arms, your chest, carrying with it the quiet promise of safety and comfort. And now, the heroes step lightly along the path, their shadows stretching in the moonlight. They wave softly to each glowing spirit, each wave slow, deliberate, full of gentle care. A soft smile curves on each face and their voices hum faintly. Good night, sleep safely. We'll see you again. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine hearing that whisper carried by the wind. Imagine feeling the warmth of their care wrapping around you. Every heart, every spirit, every glowing object, every star above joining in this gentle chorus of goodbye. In the castle halls, enchanted objects lean quietly, shimmering softly in the moonlight. The sword rests against the wall, glowing faintly, remembering acts of courage shared with friends. The music box hums softly, recalling bedtime stories and laughter, tilting slightly as if nodding along with the heroes' quiet goodnights. A teapot lifts its lid just slightly, exhaling a warm, soft breath, carrying the memory of tiny hands pouring tea for a tired friend. Hi, sleepy cuties. Picture all of these memories drifting through the air, floating past your blankets, wrapping around you in a soft, luminous hug. And as the night deepens, the sky above seems to lean closer. The stars shimmer, blink, and twinkle gently, as if waving to every little spirit below. The moon hums softly, brushing silver light across candy rooftops, gentle fountains, quiet streets. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine lying beneath this sky, feeling the soft glow reach your shoulders, your arms, your face. The warmth of the entire kingdom settling over you. Every goodbye whispered softly, every memory glowing gently, letting you drift slower, softer, deeper. Hi, sleepy cuties. In a quiet corner of the courtyard, a tiny puff of light rises toward a flower. It hums a last little tune, a lullaby of farewell. The flower leans as if bowing, petals brushing together in soft acknowledgement. The little glowing spirits float to rest among the candy trees, humming softly in unison. The heroes step back, their hands waving slowly, shadows long and calm under the moonlight. Hi, sleepy cuties. Feel the rhythm of their movements, the gentle cadence of the soft goodbyes, the pulse of comfort spreading through the kingdom. And now, the enchanted objects settle into quiet hums. The sword leans softly. The music box glows faintly. The teapot exhales one last puff of warmth. The lantern swings gently. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the soft chorus of memories echoing faintly across the castle. Imagine every flicker, every hum, every gentle glow wrapping around your heart, letting your shoulders relax, letting your eyelids grow heavier, letting your breathing slow. The Candy Kingdom itself seems to sigh, full of calm, full of peace, full of gentle love. Hi, sleepy cuties. The stars above blink slowly. The moon drifts higher, spilling its silver light gently. The little glowing spirits settle into the soft corners of the kingdom, humming faintly in the quiet. And you, tucked into your own cozy spot, drift alongside them. Hi, sleepy cuties. Let your heart feel their warmth. Let your body feel safe. Let your mind float softly with the quiet goodbyes. Every act of love remembered, every hug, every song, every gentle word, carrying you deeper into calm, deeper into sleep. And now, sleepy cuties, the music box hums its last lullaby. The sword, the teapot, the lantern, the tiny spirits, the heroes, all drift slowly into rest. And you, hi, sleepy cuties, you drift too, deeper, slower, softer, wrapped in the gentle, starry glow of ooh, carried peacefully into the warmest, safest sleep. Good night, sleepy cuties. In the castle courtyard, little glowing spirits float lazily among the candy flowers. Each hums quietly, a soft melody of farewell to friends, to heroes, and to the gentle adventures of the day. The petals sway in response, brushing softly together like whispered hellos and goodnights. A lantern swings faintly nearby, its golden glow reflecting memories of moonlit walks, soft laughter, quiet words of comfort. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the lantern's light wrapping around you. Soft, warm, gentle. Every flicker carrying the promise that you are safe, held, and cared for. And now, in the quiet library, enchanted objects settle into their evening calm. A music box hums softly, recalling bedtime stories told to friends, quiet giggles, and warm, sleepy sighs. The books on the shelves lean slightly, their pages whispering remembered tales, tilting toward the little chair that remembers, sleepy heads resting against it. Hi, sleepy cuties. Picture these glowing memories drifting through the library air, floating past your blankets, brushing gently against your cheeks, letting your heart slow, your shoulders relax, your eyelids grow heavier. Hi, sleepy cuties. In the garden, tiny spirits float toward their favorite flowers, their soft hums blending with the gentle rustle of petals in the silver moonlight. The heroes step lightly along the candy paths, waving slowly, softly. Each wave a quiet goodbye, each smile a whisper of sleep safely. You are seen, you are loved. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine hearing these soft whispers carried by the wind, brushing against your ears, wrapping around your chest like a gentle hug. Every step, every flutter, every glow reminds you that you are safe and everything is calm. And as the night stretches on, the stars blink slowly, twinkling softly above the candy kingdom. The moonlight spills over rooftops, over fountains, over candy streets, casting gentle silver patterns across every sleeping corner. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine lying beneath the sky, feeling the calm, the warmth, the soft pulse of every whispered goodbye. The sword leans quietly in the corner. The music box hums a lullaby. The lantern swings faintly. The slippers wiggle softly as if saying, good night. Every object, every creature, every sparkle of light, joining together in the softest symphony of rest. Hi, sleepy cuties. The wind drifts softly through the castle halls, carrying tiny echoes of laughter, of whispered stories, of little songs hummed long ago. The tiny spirits hover lazily, drifting toward their favorite nooks, their soft hums fading slowly into the night. And you, hi, sleepy cuties, you drift too, deeper, slower, letting the warmth of the kingdom settle into your heart. Every flicker of light, every hum, every gentle movement of the moonlit night reminding you that you are safe, you are warm, you are loved. And now, sleepy cuties. The music box plays one final note. The lantern swings gently, the slippers wiggle slightly, the sword leans softly, the tiny spirits settle, and the candy kingdom sleeps. Hi, sleepy cuties. And you drift slowly, peacefully, gently, wrapped in the starry glow of ooh, carried softly into the calmest, safest sleep. Good night, sleepy cuties. Hi, sleepy cuties. You're still here, still tucked in, still warm, still cozy. And now we drift to the very heart of the candy kingdom under a sky sprinkled with twinkling stars. The moon hangs low, glowing silver, and every rooftop, garden, and candy path shimmers softly in its light. Hi, sleepy cuties. Feel your body sink deeper into blankets. Your shoulders soften. Your eyelids grow heavier. And let your mind float gently with the kingdom tonight. Listening to the soft, slow goodbyes of friends, spirits, and enchanted objects alike. In the courtyard, tiny glowing spirits drift lazily among candy flowers, humming their last lullabies for the night. Each note rises slowly, floats softly, and settles into the air, brushing the petals, the cobblestones, the soft grass. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the gentle hum of each spirit reaching your ears. Every flicker of light, every tiny glow, every soft vibration, carrying the message: you are safe, you are loved, you are held. The heroes step lightly along the paths, waving slowly, smiling gently. Each movement a quiet farewell, each nod a promise of tomorrow's joy. And now, in the castle halls, enchanted objects rest with peaceful memories. The sword leans quietly in the corner, glowing faintly with remembered courage shared with friends. The music box hums softly, tilting gently as it recalls bedtime stories, small giggles, warm sighs. A teapot exhales a soft puff of warmth. A lamp tilts faintly, and slippers wiggle ever so slightly, whispering their goodnights. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine all these soft movements and gentle glows wrapping around you, letting the warmth of their memories settle in your chest, letting every corner of the kingdom echo comfort and calm. Hi, sleepy cuties. In the garden, flowers sway faintly as if bowing, their petals brushing together in a soft, rhythmic whisper. Little spirits drift to their favorite nooks, humming quietly. A lantern swings gently, casting a faint golden glow over candy paths. The heroes step back, shadows long and calm, waving slowly, fading into the quiet of the night. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine this gentle rhythm, the pulse of every farewell, reaching you, wrapping around your shoulders, your arms, your blankets, carrying you deeper, slower, softer into calm. And as the night stretches on, the stars above ooh twinkle softly, blinking slowly as if nodding their own good nights. The moon drifts higher, silver lights spilling over rooftops, gardens, and fountains. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine lying beneath the sky, feeling its glow brush your cheeks, your shoulders, your blankets. Every flicker of light, every soft hum, every whispered farewell sending waves of calm into your heart. The kingdom breathes quietly, softly, peacefully, and you drift alongside it. Hi, sleepy cuties. The enchanted objects lean slightly toward each other, glowing faintly, humming softly, settling into peaceful rest. The sword, the music box, the teapot, the lamp, the slippers, the lantern, even the tiny glowing spirits, all pause, shimmering softly in moonlight, their gentle goodbyes now quiet, warm, and still. Hi, sleepy cuties. Imagine the calm of the candy kingdom flowing into you. Your shoulders relax, your breathing slows, your eyelids grow heavy, your heart wrapped in gentle light, your mind floating softly into the warmest, safest sleep. And now, sleepy cuties. The final notes of the music box hum. The lantern swings faintly one last time. The slippers wiggle gently. The sword leans softly. The tiny spirits drift to rest, and the candy kingdom sleeps. The stars shine, the moon glows, the gardens sigh, the castle hums quietly. Hi, sleepy cuties. And you drift slowly, softly, peacefully, carried on the gentle glow of ooze night sky, held, safe, loved, and ready for the sweetest, deepest sleep. Good night, lovey, yo.